Hi, I'm Yuri.
And I'm Taylor.
And this is MT News.
Our mission at MT News is to inform you about current news without boring you.
This month, we're going to discuss our personal opinion on some current issues.
First, an issue I feel strongly about, NSA wiretapping. Recently, we all found out that the NSA has been tapping into our electronic devices to see what we have been texting, searching, etc. I personally feel that wiretapping is wrong.
Here's some more information on this topic.
Recent information that the U.S. has received is both disappointing and shocking. Many Americans were surprised when they found out that the government is tapping into their cell phones. The NSA, or National Security Agency, can see almost everything on your cell phone. Notably, taking out the battery is the only way to stop this. This has gone too far and must be put to an end. The government should not be able to tap into personal cell phones because it takes away a large amount of privacy. A roving bug is the main way that these phones can be accessed. To gather more information, there are other more conventional bug uses as well. This roving bug has been legally approved for government use. However, there are many other common security hazards such as social media. All phones of Verizon users can be tracked in the U.S. Consequently, many things can be found out through tapping. Some of these are your name, phone number, location, address, criminal record, and much more personal information. Not just Verizon users are in danger. Every American with a cell phone can be tracked.
Wow, I didn't know it was so easy for them to access our personal information.
Yes, when I found out about this, I was extremely unhappy because privacy is important and should not be violated. Here's some more info about wiretapping and how it is affecting our freedom. Government tapping into mobile phones is unnecessary and invades privacy. Americans are entitled to security, which is currently being taken away by their own leaders. This is said to have begun to protect us from terrorist attacks. Listening to every single phone call is beyond just trying to protect our citizens. Americans should contact their congressmen to express their concerns over this issue. Because of our rights and laws, people deserve security on their mobile devices. President Obama believes that this entire thing has gotten out of hand and is not right in American society. Big Brother has been looking at phones of all Verizon customers for a long time now. They have been viewing bank accounts and emails. I believe this is a crime to citizens and isn't being stopped. Uproar towards the government is being caused by the entire event. People are becoming angry and frustrated. Nobody should have to endure such a security invading scandal. This is a horrible way to try and shield our people from harm. This has become a very uncalled for matter and is not approved by the people of the United States. To conclude, protection is not a good enough reason to tap into our phones and track our every move. If enough American citizens voice their opinions over this matter, we may be able to change the current ways mobile devices are monitored.
Well, that was interesting. What do you guys think about wiretaps? Comment below.
Next up, we'll be talking about homework overload. And now a quick break. And we're back.
Now we're going to discuss an important issue that affects students everywhere, homework overload.
Kids today are burdened with an extreme amount of homework, much more than the generations before them.
Exactly. Here is some knowledge on our predicament. Free time is a time to relax and unwind, hang out with friends, watch some TV, or just do something enjoyable. Sadly, children with huge amount of homework aren't able to enjoy these pastimes as they are too busy wading through their work. Nancy Kalish's poor daughter was an excited child until homework started to eat away at her free time. She was losing her weekends to homework as well. Consequently, she started to despise school because of it and became extremely stressed. It's not just her problem. Kids everywhere don't have time for relaxation because of homework, and soon children start to abhor school and learning. Family relationships can suffer as well. Most kids have so much homework they don't have time to eat dinner with their families. The help of extracurriculars has been shown to help students relieve the tension of homework, but most kids can't even enjoy that. The enormous amount of homework kids get makes them stressed even when they try to enjoy themselves in these activities, and sometimes children can't partake in them at all because they simply cannot devote time that they don't have to an enjoyable activity. That simply isn't fair to minors at all. As the old saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. This saying basically indicates that kids don't have breaks to do relaxing activities usually don't end up very pleased. Imagine not being able to sleep until 12 o'clock or later and always being stressed for some reason or other. Imagine having no free time to catch up with friends or just relax. Now think about not being able to partake in your favorite pastime. That seems like quite a boring life, doesn't it? Well, for students everywhere, this is a reality. But who is a culprit who takes away all of a child's free time? The answer is homework. Homework is basically schoolwork that kids take home. It helps kids revise what they have learned in class. However, homework should be taken in moderation. Too much homework can lead to no time for extracurriculars or enjoyment, lack of sleep, and slipping grades, which is why homework levels should be drastically reduced.
I can relate to that. On many occasions, I have missed out on fun opportunities because of having to do homework.
I agree. I've been there many times. There are also other ways that homework can take a toll on kids. After a long day of school, imagine arriving home and being completely exhausted. But there's no time to relax because homework has been sent home, and tons of it. And alas, tons of homework makes for some sleepless nights. Kids are already drained from school, and mountains of homework to do after doesn't help at all. Therefore, it's near impossible to finish the given homework in time. Sophomore Anna Barton says, "It's not even that I don't have time. It's the fact that I stay up till 12 every night trying to finish my homework because I have so much of it." Doesn't that sound rather draining? Who wants to stay up until midnight doing school assignments? Lack of sleep can be hazardous to the health of students as well. Harris Cooper of Duke University says, although homework is awesome for helping students revise what they have learned, large amounts of homework can actually reverse the effects of learning. Surprisingly, homework overload doesn't necessarily lead to higher grades. Denise Cortez, experienced mom, was figuratively slapped in the face when her sons got a sudden influx of homework. She and her sons barely scraped by with those homework assignments. She soon realized that there was a difference between learning and doing homework. Think of it this way. A kid brings home a colossal amount of homework and stays up until midnight or later trying to finish it. Finally, he completes it, crashes into bed, and wakes up in the morning drained and sleepy. He heads to class and is so exhausted that he doesn't even pay attention to the lesson, and thus his grades start to slip. In some cases, students are so worn out as they slog through homework, they don't even retain the information that was explained in the assignment. Some pro-homework supporters may say that homework is used to prepare for tests in the future, help extend what has been learned in the classroom, get kids thinking about what they learned about in class, or simply just to revise what they have learned in class. However, as true as that may be, tons of homework won't help the student learn. One sheet of homework will suffice in helping the student learn the subject, not a packet full of repetitive sheets. Repetitive homework is boring and tiring to students. Such homework assignments make kids dread learning. When Nancy Kalish's daughter Allison suddenly started coming home with 4 hours of homework, she started to detest learning in school, and it took a toll on their family as well. Entire families can start to experience the stress of homework too. Children don't have time to interact with their families, and sometimes the only conversation kids have with their parents are arguments over homework. Emotionally speaking, the amount of destruction large amounts of homework can cause to a kid is terrible. Children are losing their free time and sometimes extracurricular activities to homework. They are also having to stay up late for many nights, causing them to be sleepy at school. When students are drained at school, they are unable to concentrate and their grades end up slipping, which contradicts what homework is used for completely. In conclusion, while homework may help students learn, too much of it can be stressful, which is why the amount of homework being given should be lessened throughout America.
Wow. I didn't realize how much homework can impact students in such negative ways. Do you think that you have too much homework? Comment below.
And that's all we have for you this month. See you next time.
MT News, keeping you news updated without the bore.